Hello YouTubers, I've had a request to do a sort of look around video of the Samsung Wave 2. What I'm going to do is just do a quick video where we have a look at it and I'll show you what the software is like on it, and then hopefully at the end I'll put some sample videos from this phone. Now it's got a screen guard on it, which I must admit I think slows down the touchscreen element of it, but I got one anyway because I didn't want to get it scratched, and also I got a silicone case for it which has done quite a good job so far. So let's have a look around it, shall we? First up on the side we have the camera button, then we have the lock button, there we have the USB socket there which you use to charge the phone, the headphone jack and the little speaker. On this side we've got the volume rocker, and that's pretty much it, and there's a little thing for your lanyard strap there. On the bottom there is a little mic there. On the front we have the call button, the menu button and the stop call button. Also it has another camera lens there which I assume is for video calling only. Then you've got your sensor and your speaker there. On the back you've got the 5 megapixel lens with a flash, which is relatively decent flash. Then we got the battery compartment there with the SIM card, and the SD card is underneath the battery. Why companies put the SIM card, the SD card under the battery, I don't know. It would be nice to have had it on the side somewhere, but obviously they feel that they need to put it under the battery. So here we have the lock screen. Basically you swipe it like you would with an Android phone to open it up. Now the layout is quite similar to an Android phone, I would say. You've got your little drop down menu at the top there which enables you to quickly go to these different settings. You've got your widget thing there which allows you to put widgets onto your home screen. You can change these down here by editing on the menu screen, which is quite easy to do. These three are interchangeable, which is groovy. You've got various different home screens. Not sure how many there are. I think there might be 10. I don't know if there's 10. But basically there's more than 3, which is groovy. So you can put your widgets on there. So now we go to the main menu. A lot like the Android system, which I think is rather groovy. You press the edit button at the top, which enables you to change, drag and drop and change these 3 at the bottom, which is rather easy to do. I'm going to have a look to see if it is possible to change these. I'm not sure if it is or not. I'll have to have a look into that. There's basically your apps. You have to go on Samsung Apps to get more apps. There aren't that many apps in Samsung Apps, to be honest. Obviously Bada is quite a new bit of software and it doesn't really have as many apps as the Apple OS or as the Android, but there are a few in there, so you can sort of explore it. Some of them are free, some of them you pay, like all of these things, and I think there's various different games that you can get. I don't really know what sort of games are on here. Well, there you go. But then I don't really use my phone for games anyway. So let's have a look at the camera. So we press the camera button. Here we have the stills camera. Loads of options. You've got autofocus, flash. You can change the exposure for a bit there. You can play back. You've got your screen modes there. And the one I like is the panorama. Lovely jubbly. I do like me panorama. Go into camcorder mode, go into settings, outdoor visibility. I've used that quite a few times when I've been videoing on taking stills, because basically it illuminates the LCD screen so that you can see what you're recording, which is really groovy. So I didn't know it had that feature on it, and I'm glad that it has. Now you've got your 720p there, you've got your D1 there, you've got your VGA, QVGA and the smallest one there. One of the reasons I got this phone was for the D1 video as well as the 720p video. I was a little bit disappointed in the audio that this does, but the 720p is way better than the iPod Touch, and I'll hopefully be able to put a sample video at the end of this video. But I have been really impressed with the quality of the video. It's just in some bits the sound quality hasn't been that great. Now, as far as battery life is concerned, after heavy use I got about 4 days worth out of it. After light use, which was just a couple of phone calls and a couple of texts, I got about 10 or 11 days out of it, which I thought was really, really good. A lot better than the Sony Ericsson X10 Mini Pro. So for me, this ticks all the boxes. The video is great. Okay, the audio could be better, but the software on it is easy to navigate. A lot like the Android software, which I'm quite chuffed with. I really like this phone and I would highly recommend it. I would say it's the best phone that I've brought in a very long time, if not ever. So if you're thinking about getting the Samsung Wave 2, don't think about it, just do it, because it will be well worth it. Okay, that's enough from me. Next up will be some video samples that I took with this phone, comparing it to the iPod Touch. I hope you've enjoyed this little video, and I'll do some more later on. Bye bye for now.
Hello YouTubers, this is a nighttime comparison between the iPod Touch 4th Gen and the Samsung Wave 2. I had a request to do a nighttime comparison between my new phone and my iPod Touch. So this is my comparison between the two. Now straight away, the 720p on the Samsung is way better than the iPod Touch. Now I've done an outside shot. The sound is probably better on the iPod Touch, but we'll have to wait and see on that one. So there you go. I've done an outside shot, like I said, out the front to see what it's like. The iPod Touch seems to be quite grainy in comparison to the Samsung Wave. Okie dokie, that's enough from me. More to come. Bye bye for now. This is a comparison between the Samsung Wave 2 and the iPod Touch 4th generation. Both are in 720p at 30 frames per second, and I am doing a night shot comparison between the two. Yes, it was a request by DJ Mattyman, so I thought I would show you guys what these are capable of. Okie dokie, well that's the nighttime shot. There you go. Right. So here we have the Samsung Wave 2 720p. I don't know what frames per second it does, it's probably 30 frames per second to be honest. Just thought I would do this quick little sample to show you what the daytime video shots is like. Now I think it's got zoom here, yes. Not quite the old Panasonic zoom, but it's good enough for a phone, I would say. Okay, that's enough from me. Hope you're enjoying this video, and I'll do some more later on. Bye bye for now.